Tracy Hines on the front row.
Tyler Brown coming off some big wins here at CRA competition. His teammate Blake Miller alongside David Carty, night number 2 winner outside row number 2.
David Carty having a great start to the week. Jerry Coons Jr., your points leader, lined up next to the Demon.
Second in national points, Levi Jones driving for Tony Stewart Racing alongside Super Ricky Gahn.
Bud Kading, the only driver here to win the Oval Nationals 3 times, and he'll be beside R.J. Johnson.
Row number 6 on the inside, the kid from Riverside, California, Darren Hagan, alongside the man here at the Perris Speedway, the Cowboy, Tony Jones.
Row number 7, we'll find Brad Sweet. We just heard all about him, and he'll line up right next to Mike Spencer.
The kid Chad Boat out of Phoenix, Arizona, alongside the veteran, 2-time winner of the Oval Nationals, Dave Darland.
And row number 9, it'll be the phenom Cole Witt in the 67K next to Darren Clayton.
Row 10 on the inside, the Rocket, Jesse Hockett, alongside Josh Ford in car 73.
We'll go back one more row. Thomas Meserol on the number 5 car will be on the inside, and the tough Brady Bacon on the outside.
The Bulldog Kevin Swindell and Tom Rolfe Trucking number 10K alongside the kid from Canton, Illinois, Chris Windup.
Then it'll be the throttle on the inside, Shane Cottle next to Showtime, Danny Sheridan.
And rounding out your field on the inside, the Keith Kunz Motorsports 67 of Dustin Morgan and 100% Hunter Schurenberg
on
in
the
car
throttle.
number
Here comes number 96. Tracy Hines falls back almost immediately, and that opens up the door for Tyler Brown.
Tyler Brown gets a great jump off of turn number 4. The most recent winner with the CRA Sprint Cars over Ventura Raceway. His teammate Blake Miller right behind him as they run down in turn 3.
And Miller, who started up high, goes down low. Oh, man, was trying to slide job early. Hold up, man, you got a little time here.
Yeah, that's right. One lap in the books. You see Damian Gardner, that silver number 71 high point guy, had to start outside row number 3 with the invert as the caution comes out as they work through lap number 2.
On board with your points leader, Jerry Coons Jr. We talked about him having 3 wins a little bit earlier. By the way, has won more than anybody else this year at 3 wins. That just goes to show you how tough it is. Number 7, Schuenberg, we talked about him earlier, started back in the
shelf. Maybe put a different gear in than if you set up for the bottom. But right now, it looks like everybody's set up to run the cushion, or more to the point, that could just be the fast way around.
Yeah, when you see Jerry Coons Jr. go to the bottom and it just didn't pan out, that was pretty much a signal to everybody behind him. You can see right there Jerry Coons Jr. waving his hand to the guy behind him, telling him caution flag, caution flag. So hand signal still a big part of racing
Brown
out here.
has led them all, going for his 3rd CRA win of the year, first career national sprint win. Green flag back out. His teammate right behind him. Then 2 Tony Stewart Racing entries going at it in turns 1 and 2. And trouble. Tracy Hines upside down, Levi Jones upside down, red flag is out, big trouble for the teammates in turn 2.
Man, you just said something about him. You can see actually it looks like the torque tube disconnected from the quick change on that one, but you just mentioned both of those teammates, excellent equipment, very fast cars, and then they tangle with each other.
We'll take a look at the instant replay. Don't know exactly what happened. You can see Tracy Hines on the outside. Here comes Levi Jones, boom. And that's a slide job gone bad. The green, it's still Tyler Brown, Blake Miller, Jerry Coons Jr., your top 3.
Another great restart for Tyler Brown. Blake Miller hanging a little bit closer this time.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier, Jerry Coons Jr., not a big fan of the Perris Speedway. He loves the facility, but it's these hairpin corners. He doesn't like the tracks that are long straightaways and hairpin corners. But I tell you what, that Hoffman team, Rob Hoffman and those guys got that thing hooked up as we go back to the battle for 5th. Damian Gardner trying to get by the Rocket, Jesse Hockett.
Well, and you can see right there, it's just all but impossible to build all the speed up, try the low line, and then keep it on the bottom. I mean, they just slide right up the track. Almost no control over it at all.
We got a glimpse there of Showtime. Danny Sheridan in the 18 car took a provisional, battling with Chad Boat for the 11th spot. So Sheridan putting on a show for the local fans here. That is Josh Ford on the low line, the black and red number 73. That's your CRA point leader there, Mike Spencer. Right behind him, Danny Sheridan. As we go back up front, Brad Sweet and the Demon.
Yeah, that's the Showtime in that light blue car, number 18. And again, it looks like a few more guys now trying that lower line, trying to get it to come in. But boy, you got to check up a lot of speed to make it work. And you can see the 30 right there, Chad Boat, son of famous Billy Boat, gave it a a shot right there, but again, he walks right up to the top of the track.
Chad Bowe, the youngest driver to ever win a USAC. Oh, big trouble on the front stretch for showtime.
We're just talking about the light blue 18 car. Well, that's him. Unfortunately, you can't tell what color that one is right now because he's on his lid. Another restart. This is lap 21 of 40. The past 3 laps have been pretty difficult.
The Rocket Jesse Hockett going for a big slide job into David Carty. Carty into the fence, a mirror image of Levi Jones and Tracy Hines, and the Friday night winner, David Carty. The Glenn Croslow number 38 into the fence, front end folded over, and he probably isn't too happy.
Wrong place at the wrong time. Jesse Hockett's had a great run starting off in 19th, was going for 4th, but he tried that slide job or tried to get down low. You just can't keep the cars down there. Levi Jones pretty much doing the same thing. You slide up, and if there's somebody up there, I mean, there's nothing.
120 miles an hour entering the corners, and look at that, the white and blue number 30, and Chad Bowe trying to get up in the mix. And Bowe bouncing off the fence, gets by Bud Kading off turn 2.
Man, oh man, nerves of steel for all these guys. Everybody knows what's happening now. So they're waiting for the slide job to come at them. Then they have to hammer the brake. You mentioned it before. Pick the throttle back up. All that upsets the chassis of the car. It is a wild ride, man, and it's a game of inches.
Chad Bowe, the youngest driver to ever win a USAC National Sprint event, 16 years, 4 months, 7 days in Hagerstown, Maryland. And he is battling with Darren Hagen. It looks like the 93 of Blake Miller was running in second spot out of the race. Now the caution comes out.
And it looks like it's going to be the 93 car.
Yeah, and that is Blake Miller. We thought that he might be able to make it into the pits, unable to. He will stop there in the work area. So another single file restart, which has been very exciting to this point for sure.
Blake Miller, who actually led for a brief moment over his teammate, had an extremely good car all night long, so a shame to watch him fall out at this point. Of course, Jerry Coons Jr. is thinking, okay, that's one, and now all I have to do is get one more.
So Tyler Brown out in front, sled chassis, followed by the F5 of Jerry Coons Jr., a beast of a Damian Gardner. In that third spot, Brad Sweet splitting it up, trying the outside groove, a single file restart. On turn 4, back underway.
Diving down low. Here comes Jerry Coons Jr. for the lead. He pulls the slide job off. Tyler Brown coming right back at him, but it looks like it's going to be Jerry Coons Jr. out front for now. Here comes Tyler Brown.
Tyler Brown trying to fight back as we see the black and yellow 10 of Darren Hagen putting a slider for the third spot on Damian Gardner, who goes right back underneath. Jesse Hockett back in the mix of that black 2. How about the orange and white 10 of Kevin Swindell, started back in 23rd spot.
The Bulldog digging hard now, and I'll tell you, these guys are putting on one heck of a show out here at Perris Auto Speedway.
Kevin Swindell, the Bulldog, and nobody outdrives the Bulldog into the corner. Gets by the 10 car of Darren Hagen, the Hawk, out of Riverside, California. A lot of hometown fans here for Darren Hagen, and here comes Kevin Swindell again.
Swindell doing a beautiful job there, starting off low, sliding up right in the middle of the turn, picking off yet another spot. Now these guys are kind of getting a feel for it. The track may be coming to them just a little bit.
Brad Sweet trying to put a slider there on Darren Hagen as they go side by side. On the start-finish line, the crossover moves Darren Hagen very sideways, and he makes it work.
Kind of. I mean, he could not be any more sideways right there. Full counter lock, just trying to hold on, hoping the car will get a bite, and now it happens right in front of him.
Yeah, Brad Sweet a little sideways there off turn at number 4, and here goes Hagen one more time. A little bit better timing on that one in turn number 1. You see that black and white car, that's 3-time Mobile Nats champ Bud Kading, followed by that blue and white number 30 of Chad Bowe. And these guys are putting on a show for all the fans here in the pass.
You know, the pucker factor for these drivers has to be at max cackle. I mean, it is very exciting just to watch it, but can you imagine driving into one of those turns and just pitching that thing, hoping it's going to work?
Jerry Coons Jr. out in front, 3 wins so far this year, 2 on the dirt at Camp Motor Speedway back in Indiana, Bloomington Speedway in the Hoosier State. He also won at the Richmond International Raceway on the pavement. A little bit of sideways action there for Coons as he continues to lead. And as we said, doesn't really like this track. I wonder if he likes it at this point.
Yeah, it's coming to him right now. I bet he's okay with it for now. It has been a handful, though, for all the drivers. And how about Tyler Brown? I mean, leading up to about 14 laps to go, and then finally, on one of those restarts, gets taken advantage of.
Well, I tell you what, Bud Kading doing a great job on the outside groove as Darren Hagan tried to put a slider. Kading said, I don't think so, kid. I'm going to stay up there a little. Southern California versus Northern California as Kading's up from Campbell, California. But Chad Boat doing a great job. And been watching that 30 car. He's been hanging out pretty much in the middle of the racetrack. So maybe the rubber laid down there for the slide jobs as now he goes back to the outside groove.
Of course, Chad Boat in the 30 car coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. And good side-by-side action right here. I mean, there's great racing all over this place. Look at the smoke barreling off the right rear tires now.
Yeah, starting to lay some big-time rubber down. That is the 5 of Thomas Meserole. Just cut by Boat. Here we go again. Kading and Hagan going at it. Hagan making the right rear work for him, and he gets by Bud Kading. As Thomas Meserole there in that 5 car started back in 21st spot. So a lot of guys going after that hard Charger money.
Darren Hagan with that 10 car. Man, he is roasting that right rear. You better hope that one will hang on. It could blister pretty quickly. Once that happens, they're done. Oh, man. And now, just to add insult to injury, the guy that led so many laps, Tyler Brown, into the wall.
We'll take a look at the Jim Beam instant replay. Well, Jim Beam certainly getting their money's worth tonight as Tyler Brown back in the 3rd, now started 19th. The Bulldog Kevin Swindell in 4th. Folks again started 23rd. The Sweet Sensation, Brad Sweet, rounding out your top 5, back underway. Here comes the Demon in turn 1.
He tried it, and no doubt Jerry Coons knew it was coming. Now the Demon under attack by the number 2 car, Jesse Hockett, trying to pick up another position after starting 19th. He's trying to get in the top 2.
We saw right there Jesse Hockett get to the inside of Damian Gardner, wisely lifting off the gas just a little bit, not to take them both out, as we see Kevin Swindell trying to put a move on to get into the top 4. And it looks like the 10K entry as we got a battle back up front.
Demon, oh! And Damian Gardner looked like he had the spot. Then Jerry Coons Jr. back underneath him and clipped that left front of Damian Gardner, and that'll end his night.
Damian Gardner, heavy front end damage. You can see the unburned fuel being spit out of the right side of the header there, and man, front end. Good restart there off turn number 4. He's going to try the slider down in turn number 1 on Jerry Coons Jr. Hockett will make it work as they work off turn 2. A new leader, Jesse Hockett, as the crowd goes wild here in Perris.
What an amazing run for him, and now Jerry Coons Jr. feeling some more pressure.
Coons getting some pressure from the 10K Tom Wolf Trucking entry of Kevin Swindell. The Bulldog started back in 23rd, currently runs in 3rd. And the Rocket going for his 2nd career USAC National Sprint win, his first one in preliminary action last year here at the Oval National, says Kevin Swindell again. Put the slider on Coons. Jerry Coons back underneath as the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go for Jesse Hockett.
Boy, just a great move by Swindell and Jerry Coons Jr. Of course, Coons able to get back underneath him that time without any contact, as we saw with the Demon. 1 last lap. Here they come up at turn number 4, smoking the back tires. And from 19th, Jesse Hockett. How about that? A spectacular run here tonight with the number 2 car.
Hockett gets his first USAC National win of the year, 2nd of his career. Coons comes home 2nd. Swindell, Sweet, Hagan, Kading, Boat, and Meserole. Good run. Rounds out your top 8.
Here's a look at the top 16 and some big names down in there. Unfortunately, a tough night for some of them, including Danny Sheridan and also Damian Gardner.
You see Tony Stewart Racing teammates Tracy Hines and Levi Jones finishing 21st and 22nd. The kid from Illinois, Chris Wyndham, rounds out your top 24. And the guy that had the most trouble of anyone taking provisionals all 3 nights, Shane Cottle, rounds out your field.
There's a look at your winner and a beautiful spin to win, baby.
Yeah, that's how we do it in Warsaw, Missouri, as the Rocket putting on a little post-race show here for the fans.
That is awesome stuff. Very, very excited. And watch out there. Don't run into Jerry Coons now. Very excited as he climbs out of the car. Let's take a look at the points. And while he didn't win, Jerry Coons Jr. did what he needed to do.
Yeah, he'll carry an 89-point lead over Levi Jones and Cole Witt into the final 2 events of the year at Manzanita Speedway. On the Lucas Oil USAC CRA Sprint Car points, Spencer still ahead of Blake Miller and Showtime Danny Sheridan. Jesse Hockett wins here at the Pass. Let's talk to him.
Jesse the Rocket Hockett, how good is this? You won your first USAC race out here in a prelim race last time to win the Oval Nationals from 19th to come to front. How good is that?
You know, I just owe it a lot to Scott and Duke McMillan. They gave me a great car, and you know, it was just there all the way. It was good in the rubber, good in the slick, good on the cushion. You know, I couldn't ask for more. And to come out here and win this big race, it's awesome. You know, we look forward to this all year, and come out here and win, it's awesome. You know, probably didn't make no friends tonight, but you know, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win. So it was good to win tonight. Thanks.